This should be a pretty short video. This is going to be adding objects into your scene. So by default, we have this cube, right? We haven't added anything new yet. Here we go. You're going to see here up on your top menu, we're in object mode. And just in case you ever accidentally switch out of it, so far all we've used is object mode. So make sure it's object mode. And we just want to go add. And what you're technically adding is you're adding a mesh. So in 3D modeling, really what you're adding is things that are basic shapes that are made out of connected points, and these are called meshes. So you're going to see here, I'm going to add a sphere, okay, UV sphere, and you can sort of see it, it's on top of the cube. Whenever you add an object, that object is added wherever this cursor, which you can see right there, wherever that is, that's where your object gets added. Now it's inside my cube, but it's selected. So really quickly, I'm just going to go grab X, so GX, and I can just move it out there. Let's scale it up a bit, scale, and just make it a little bigger. And that basically makes your object. When we talked about meshes, here's a view change here. You're going to notice right now, I've always had it on this setting right here. And these little four things are called the viewport shading settings. It's how detailed what you see on the screen is going to be for you. So you'll notice if I switch it to wireframe, this gives you a better idea of a mesh. So that's why they call it a mesh. And then later on, we'll learn to wrap it up with a material to give it color and texture and make it look like something. So that's why they call it a mesh. This mode here, not bad for quick making, solid mode. And then you're going to see material mode. When we add colors, we'll have to be in that mode. And then you'll see rendered mode. Rendered mode will be the highest level. And I know things are looking a little messed up there. We'll explain it when we get there. So for now, just be on solid mode and things will be all good. Let's talk about a little more about when you make things. Let me do that again here. I'm just going to move my cube out of the way, grab X, chuck it over there, and I'm going to make like a cylinder. You're going to notice here, add, mesh, cylinder. When you make an object, when it pops up, look somewhere on the screen over down here. And you're going to see there's usually a little pop-up window. And you can expand it, and you'll see what it can show you. It can tell you how many sides, what radius, etc., etc. So even though it's set a cylinder, you do have some options, you know, how to make it when it starts up, right? So it's not just cylinders you can make. You can make a couple different sort of cylinder-ish looking objects. Same thing when we make the sphere. Let me grab Y, push that back. Let me just go and add a sphere here. When I add the sphere, same thing. This little menu that was closed, pop it open, and you can decide how well or how detailed you want the rings and everything to be. So it lets you make slightly different shapes, you know, right from the start. Let me just push that, grab X, move that away. Now, of course, if we've taught you how to make objects, how do you destroy objects? Just select them, and the key on your keyboard, X. Press X. Do I want to delete it? Yep, it's gone. If I want to take this out, you can actually right-click. Right-clicking works too now. You can go right-click, delete, and you can take it out. Not too bad. What happens if you want to make one thing and then you want to make a whole bunch of them? Well, let me say add, mesh, cylinder. It always, by the way, makes the type of cylinder that you last made. So the last time I made it, I'd taken it down quite a bit. So I'll make it like this. Let's say that's my cylinder. If I want another one of those that is exactly the same size, you can press Shift D. And it actually did just copy it. And you can see if you move the mouse, it's already attached and in grab mode. What I'd recommend is you maybe immediately press X. So you're moving it perfectly off in a direction. Some students still Shift D to duplicate, and then maybe they'll just click, and then you can see here in your little list, your scene collection, you actually have the second cylinder is there, but it's right overlapping that one. So grab Y, pull it apart. So this is another place. Now that you have multiple objects, this is another place if you want to select them. Another thing, now that we have multiple objects, is maybe you want to zoom in on one to work on it. And instead of doing this, the shift mouse wheel and moving the whole screen around, here's a nice little feature. If you have an object selected, you can press the decimal on your number pad. And that zooms into the object. And then you can zoom out. So anytime I press the decimal, it's like a quick zoom in right there. If you had to do this with the menu, I think it's here, View, Align View, Locked Active. Yeah, sort of does the same thing, right? Locks you and centers you on your active object. But hopefully you've got the numpad, makes it a lot easier. Okay. Before we end this one, I'll just show you this now. If I was to do something where I said line these up, put them in a line so they're all nice and beautiful. Just a reminder that you are able to use your views to check. So these look like they're in a nice line, but are they? Well, I know I can turn the mouse like this. I can already see, well, they're not perfect. But remember, you have your different views you can use. You can go View, Viewpoint, Top. Look at these from the top. Oh, beautiful. Now when you grab them, when you grab from the top, you're not going to be moving them up and down at all. You're just moving them in the X and the Y. So this sort of helps you, grab and align things up. And then if you wanted to look from other views, remember you have your number pad 1, 3, 5, 7, right? So you can explore your other views, right? And make sure stuff is all looking good. That's about it for this one. That's adding objects and just sort of how to work with them and select them and view them.